I'm Alfonso Augustine. I'm 20 years old from Philadelphia, PA. I'm a student athlete at Towson University, and I'm the CEO and president of Next D1 Prospect.
So what would you say your profession is?
Profession, I would say I'm a young businessman, entrepreneur, young CEO, as I like to go by.
Why did you start Next D1 Prospect?
Next D1 Prospect actually started off when I was in high school. I was going through the process of being a high school athlete and going into college, and I seen how hard of a process it was, and figured with some of the knowledge I knew and some of the people I knew that we can really make it happen and really help some kids out. And then a great friend of mine that I went to high school with, by the name of Sharif Floyd, I seen his process through high school, college, and NFL, and I seen it was an opportunity there to really help people make their dreams come true, and help college athletes go from college to NFL, and not only to make it but to be successful, to help their career, to manage their lives, to really help them out. And then my cousin, I was reunited with my cousin, Choppy Fields. He's one of the top agents in the NFL today. He kind of took me under his wing and really helped me out, and that's kind of where Next B1 is now.
Okay.
And I'm assuming you go through all challenges every day, juggling school and business and just your everyday life. So can you tell me how you overcome that, and tell me a little bit about the team that surrounds you and helps you out?
First and foremost, I would definitely say God. Without God, none of this would be possible. Secondly, it's definitely my family. My family plays a huge part because especially during the season, I'm busy. I barely have time to study, let alone run a business. So I really depend on my family. Everyone from my little sisters to my mother, my father, everyone's involved in the company. Everyone has a part. Everyone plays a major role. And then also, just not making excuses. I was always taught to not make excuses, and the more you do, the more you get done. My father instilled that in me at a young age, and that's kind of what I go by. That's kind of how I get everything done. So,
Okay.
at a young age, at the age of 8, I actually started my own company by the name of Alfonso Tape Shop. My father used to be a promoter in Philly, one of the best promoters out of Philly. I used to record the fights and then distribute it to anybody that actually wanted to take, whether it was a fighter, whether it was other managers or whatever, for $30 each. It actually made a lot of money, and that's kind of where I really started. That was the start.
Okay. Did you always see this as your dream job?
Nah, I actually want to be, which is kind of hard to believe, an aerospace engineer. Middle school career day, one of my best friends' father was an aerospace engineer. And I found it interesting. Make 6 figures. I was good at math, building things for a living. It was just, I'm a huge procrastinator, so it's kind of hard to make design plans, or try to build things at the last minute. So I seen that really wasn't for me.
And who would you say is your biggest role model now, or who has the biggest impact in your life?
My biggest role model would definitely have to be my parents. They're definitely the definition of hard work. They have instilled a lot of things in me. I have 5 brothers, 4 sisters. From a young age, they have raised us. They raised us well. Never skipped a beat. We never went to bed hungry. We never wanted for anything. So I would definitely say that my parents are my biggest role models.
Okay.
Okay. And speaking of how much you have going on in your life, you have school, your business, you have your family. Can you take us through a typical day for you up at school?
A typical day is waking up 4:30, trying to make something to eat, get dressed, and rush to the field. Doing workouts, then hitting class, getting filming, while getting studying, doing study hall and everything, and still trying to make time for the business. Whether it's making calls, whether it's setting things up for it players, whether it's researching investments, whatever I need to do, and still trying to keep a good GPA and still trying to excel on the field. So it isn't easy, but never make excuses.
Okay. And how do you go about getting new clients? Do you recruit them, or is it another
Process that you do.
It might sound really a little crazy, but we really don't recruit or go looking for players. I always say that God places players. I would say in our family, with our players, we don't really look at them as clients. We look at them as family. When you're part of Next D1, you're part of a family. A mistake, whether it's through word of mouth, whether it's through waking up in the morning. Last week, one of our new clients by the name of Kenny Lathers, who actually taken one of our clients to training, and we actually came upon him he was signed to the Buffalo Bills. Injuries, things kind of cut things short, and we seen he was hungry and desperate, and we seen where we can really help him. And then, voila, he's part of the family now. So things like that. Every player has a story of how they became a part of the next D1. So.
Okay. And I'm assuming with a position like yours, with a career like yours, failure is not an option. So what keeps you motivated and what pushes you to continue to succeed?
I would say God first. Definitely my family and just being legendary. More than anything, more than wealth, more than fame. I just want my name to be remembered. I just want to be legendary. So.
Okay. And last question: where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I see myself graduating with my master's, applying, getting my agent license, and God willing, becoming the only active NFL player to represent other NFL players as an agent. So.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
So can you introduce yourself?
Tony Villani from XP Sports.
Tony, what exactly is your role here?
I'm the founder and president of XP Sports, but my role is to get guys as fast as they can for the NFL Combine.
Tony, how is your training going with that?
I met Al this summer. At the time we met him, we had 4 to 6 top cornerbacks from the SEC in town and some top pros. And I was highly surprised with coming from a quote-unquote smaller school, not only how competitive he was with them, but he was better than them on a lot of the drills that are DB specific.
How did Al compare with the other players that are?
He's got that long, lean look, narrow hips, wide shoulders. And as far as speed, agility, and footwork, what a DB needs, he was up top with a SEC corner that could have declared this year and gone second or third round, and another SEC corner that made All-American returning kickoffs.
Another question, how long have you been working with
Al, we worked last spring and all of last summer, so we'll probably get another hopefully good 2 months in this year, and just hopefully watch him improve more.
So a dedicated relationship is what you would say is what you have with Al?
Of course, of course. Al has sent me players before, so he sent me David Amerson, he sent me Earl Wolf, he sent me some players that he saw where they came in and pre-timed at and then saw how they did at Indy. Now both those guys have helped their draft stock a lot because they ran fast on that given day. And so Al likes to have a lot of his players come here.
That's good. Okay, so speaking of the Combine, how did you meet Kenny?
I wanted to train Kenny for the NFL Combine, but I didn't have a chance to. And when I saw the time he ran at Indy, I was kind of upset. Like, for example, when I started with Eric Berry pre-timed at a 4.75. He'll tell you that, everyone will tell you that. We had to do a lot of work to get him to 4.4, which is manufactured speed, and now he's probably a true high 4.45 guy. But at the Combine, he was fast, explosive, and 4.4, so he's branded at 4.4. When I saw the time Kenny ran at the Combine, I was a little bit upset because I knew he wasn't that slow. He just got timed slow one day because he probably wasn't trained correctly. Kenny's a legit 4.5 guy, maybe low 4.6 at the worst because he's a big guy, but he's a 4.5, 4.6 guy. We have certain tests that we do with our players that test their acceleration speed through the 15-yard mark, and we see what mile per hours they're truly running at the 15-yard mark and 30-yard mark. There's not a deficiency in those mile per hour speeds on the ground compared with anyone else. What he didn't learn to do was learn how to start out right and put the speeds together in his 40 at the Combine.
So you think Kenny's going to be ready when the Combine comes?
Yes, definitely.
So last and final question to you. What does it mean to be a trainer?
Just trying to help people. So if you believe in what I believe in, you're good at something, but in order to help them for a better good. And I don't know why I learned how to teach people how to run fast, but I guess that's what I'm good at, so I just keep doing it.
All right, that's good. All right, Kenny, so tell me, how is it working with Tony?
Well, working with Tony, it's been real good for the time I've been here, like these past 2 weeks. He's been showing me a lot with my training, with improving my speed, just keeping myself stronger with my legs and teaching me how to actually run the correct way. And he actually shows that he's passionate about what he does, and that actually motivates me to actually be passionate about how his training is. So I believe in Tony's training, and I really feel like everything that I've been doing for the past 2 weeks just helped me become a better athlete and a better professional.
Would you say Tony has made you a lot faster since the last time you were at the Combine?
Oh, definitely. I feel like in this short amount of time working with him that my legs feel more explosive once I transition over to my position drills, and like I feel like the techniques that he taught me with just certain having your shin angles and raising your knees at a certain level, just it helps me feel more confident in my running. So it's been a lot helpful with him.
How has next D1 prospect been treating you?
Oh, they've been treating me like family, like a son, like a brother. Like it's just been straight family oriented, and it's also been very supportive. So I feel like next D1 is probably the best thing that I've ran into this year, and I'm looking forward to working with them even more for the future.
So tell me, what's the relationship between you and Al?
Well, me and Al, for the time we met, he's been real cool with me. He's been treating me like family, and he's like a good support system that I needed. Keeps me motivated and keeps me going for this time that I'm enduring with this journey back into the NFL. So I believe that with this training I'm getting from Tony, that I could run 4.4, 4.5. I mean, we'll see. I'm excited to see what I'm gonna run myself, depending on when we hit the 40. But I'm excited to see how far I come in these next couple of weeks. So I really just want to get this off my chest. Like, next time that I get my opportunity, I will be ready. I will have everything that I need with the training I'm getting from Tony and the support system that I'm getting from Next D1. And next time you see me on the field, you'll see the results, and it'll be based upon this foundation that I've built with working out with Tony and with the mentorship and support that I'm getting from Next D1. So I'm excited for this year. This could be a new year for me, new opportunity, and the next team that get me, they're gonna be excited that they found me, because a lot of teams passing up on me because of my numbers that I had in the combine last year or 2 years ago, and those results, I'll be reaping the benefits this year with the training that I'm getting. I believe that.